Sometimes we're very nice at work, in class, but at home, come on. My friend, when you give feedback, be patient, be humble, because we all make mistakes. We shouldn't judge others strictly. We should judge ourselves strictly. And we should be patient with others. You see this field, it's beautiful, it's amazing, but you just call the attention for this plant here. Oh, this plant is not, well, this plant is not good. Come on, value the positive, value the big picture. Remember. Hello, my friend, how are you? Reading practice today. How do you read and appreciate the production of your classmates? How do you read, appreciate, and comment the production of your coworkers? Today, you're gonna learn how to give feedback and how to analyze a content posted online, on social media, a content shared with you on WhatsApp or instant messages. And we're going to practice how to give this feedback properly. Sometimes we want to praise. It's easier when we want to praise. Because the other person just says, okay, thank you very much, that's so kind from you, I really appreciate it. That's easy. The challenge is when we need to give a constructive feedback. Sometimes we don't like what the other person did. Sometimes we don't agree with what the other person said. And we need to say, we need to comment. Sometimes a post becomes a topic of a conversation at home. Sometimes a photo shared online becomes an argument at work. How do we deal with it? How do we analyze and comment these things? It's a nice class, very practical, very down to earth, with real life examples, so then you can apply to your life. You can apply at work, at home, with your relationships, with your career. Okay? Good to see you here. Let me start this class reading part of this book here to you. Dr. Joseph Murphy. Today, I selected old guys. Guys who have already passed away, but 50 years ago, they were saying amazing things. They were sharing amazing wisdom with the people who lived 50 years ago. Dr. Joseph Murphy is one of them. Increase the power of your subconscious mind to reach a full and productive life. This is good wisdom, my friend. Let me just have some water. I incentivize you to drink water because this is a gift we have received from God. Water is magical. Where there is water, there is life. This is a rule of the universe. This is yours, this is mine. Cheers, my friend. fresh water. This is good. I was thirsty. This is your glass. Let's read together. Let's learn. Our life has a direct connection with the infinite source of abundance, and we have the power to use it to benefit us. Our life has a direct connection with the infinite source of abundance, and we all have the power to use it to benefit us. You can transform yourself into what you want to become. Everything we have reached or everything we have failed to reach is a direct result of our thoughts. Our strengths and our weaknesses, our purity and impurity, they're just ours. So that's why they can only be changed by ourselves. Every joy and every suffering has its origin is in our interior. We are what we think. If we keep thinking about the same things, we will never change. There is one way to act that will let us grow, conquer, and achieve. We have to elevate our thoughts. We just remain weak and miserable when we refuse to change the way of our thought. How can we understand these words? Let's suppose this is a post shared by one of your friends. How are you going to read, appreciate the text, and comment about it? Well, let's start by the beginning. You are going to comment about that. You can say, let me share my screen with you so then I can type here. I can type here. Let's suppose we have this picture and we have this picture here. We have two pictures showing this text. Now let's comment about it. Wow! This is really nice and deep. If there is an infinite source of abundance available for all of us, we all have the chance to access this source. This is one feedback related to the first part. The second part was talking about our thoughts. Remember, he's saying here, well, everything we reach or everything we fail doing is a result of our thoughts. Let's talk about it. When you shared this text talking about the power of our thoughts, I was thinking to myself, how can I be more optimistic? How can I avoid negative thoughts related to things that might never happen? I think I need to change the way I think. I'm just giving you an example here of a text talking about the material that was shared. Can we improve the way we write this? Yeah. With the digital tools, we have emojis, we have GIFs, we have images, we have videos, we have photos. Okay? Let's keep reading. We can change things in our lives as long as we're open to do it. When we want, we do. There is one sentence in English, this quote, this proverb that says, where there is a will, there is a way. If there is a will, there is a way to do it. Conquering a new way of thinking means gaining an attitude and conscience totally new, able to inspire us and to enable us to enter in a more abundant life. We can conform or transform ourselves. If we conform, if we just stay the way we are, keeping the same ideas, opinions, and beliefs, we'll keep having the same life. We're all surrounded by things that are not fair, inequalities, and it's common to be involved with these negative things. But we need to have courage and honesty to change the things that we can change. we have our personal responsibility. Our true environment is our conscience. The external environment also has a relation with our conscience. Any person who is open to accept that he or she is responsible for the environment that he or she lives has already started to begin the transformation. To transform is to get from a state or a condition to another one, better. From scarcity to abundance. From loneliness to partnership. From limitation to fullness. From illness to a vibrant health. And all of this is through the power and wisdom that are already inside ourselves. Because we have a healing presence living inside us. What is he saying here? He's telling us, look, you can say, this is life. Or you can say, well, there are challenges in life. There are things that are not fair. But I decide to do my best. There are obstacles, but I decide to face them and move forward. And when we have this attitude of facing the challenges, accepting them, and moving forward with positive thoughts, with constructive habits, with positive words, we start to transform ourselves. And the way we feel inside is reflected to the way we see the outside world. Sometimes a small problem becomes a big challenge, a big argument at home. Why? Because inside we are not okay. Sometimes we face big challenges, a loss of a parent, a loss of someone who we really love. But we move forward. Why? Because we are strong inside. How can we do it? Well, by cultivating positive habits, by going to bed early, by exercising, by learning new skills. You are doing it right now. You are improving your English. You are improving your productivity skills. That's great. Let me read something else to you. Learn that the key for a new life is your mind. All the beliefs, impressions, opinions, ideas that you have accepted over the last years are registered in your mind. In your deepest mind, your subconscious. But you can change your mind. I can change my mind. You can change your mind. Start right now to fill your mind with positive thoughts inspired by God. Align yourself with the infinite spirit that is already inside you, my friend. Think about beauty, love, peace, wisdom, creative situations, and the infinite will assist you, transforming your mind, your body, and your circumstances. Your thought is the bridge that connects with your spirit, with your mind, and with the material world. The transformation starts when we meditate, when we reflect, and when we absorb the qualities that we want to live and express. The true transformation depends on the stimulation of the gifts that are inside ourselves. They depend on this spiritual power, invisible, that was given to us. We can enjoy peace. Peace is inside us, and we need to cultivate it. And here I was writing to myself. I was writing comments about the content. Personal responsibility. I accept. I am grateful. I have surpassed. Positive thoughts. Reality. We will never reach a point when there is nothing else to be discovered, because the process is infinite, unlimited, eternal. Time is not a problem, because we have all the eternity to learn. If the process looks too slow, remember, when we have patience, we feed our soul. If you want to improve your life, just practice the golden rule. Do to others what you would like others to do with you. You are the king of your world. You are the governor because you are united with God. And God wants all His kids to be healthy, happy, and wealthy. I always tell you that. I always tell you that because I pray to God, and I always tell you that I want to see you happy, healthy, and wealthy. I think it's enough for now. Let's have some water and let's activate our body. My friend, move your body. Move your legs. Move your feet. Move your fingers, your wrists, your shoulders. Move your neck to the left and to the right. Left, right, up and down. Up and down. move your hip. Now let's do this movement here. We touch our hands and we move back. Let's go. Together, you and I. I promise you, you are not wasting your time when you are exercising, stretching, and breathing. These three things, they increase our concentration and our class becomes much more productive. I would never waste 1 second of your time. Trust me, it's worth it. Let's go together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change direction. Up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now let's extend our legs. 10 reps with each leg, and that's enough. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. All right. Now let's stretch. Let's stretch to the front first. Stretch, my friend. Stretch, stretch, stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Move your neck. Now open your arms and look up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let me have some water. Now let's breathe. We breathe in 2 times. We hold and we breathe out. Now it's time to breathe in pure air to clean our negative thoughts. And then when we breathe out, we wash them away. We say goodbye to these grudges, to this trash we will not carry anymore. No. Here we go. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Twice more, please. Breathe in. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Are you ready? Of course you are. Remember, you are not exactly. You were never alone. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. How do you appreciate and comment the productions of your peers, of your classmates, of your co-workers? First thing, have a positive perspective. Sometimes we want to criticize, we want to see the negative, we want to compare. No, let's see the positive side of that post. And we comment and we encourage the person. Let's avoid the gossip. Did you see the picture? Did you see that post? No. Let's practice this attitude of giving positive feedback with emojis, with gifts, with energy, with joy. If the feedback is negative, we do this in private. Better when we are face to face. If you are distant geographically and you can't have this face to face interaction, a call is useful. If you can't have a call and you need to type, it's dangerous. It's dangerous because the person reads according to her feelings. Sometimes you want to say something, but the person reads with a different intonation in her mind. So prefer to talk. You have audio messages right now. Do not send long audio messages. But always with this intention of giving love. With the intention of giving love to that person. Let's keep learning with the masters of the past. Right now, Jim Rohn. This guy is fantastic, and I'm gonna share his wisdom with you. Listen to this.
Get around successful people and listen. Now, you can also learn from unsuccessful people. Take notes on both, negative and positive. On the negative, the notes are called what not to do. And you got to learn what not to do as well as what to do. So learn from the negative as well as the positive. Okay? Find out what poor people read and don't read it. Right? That's good information. Learn from the negative. But now you can also learn from the positive. Get around successful people. Listen to what they say. Listen to how they say it. It's important. We've all got about 16 waking hours. Practice listening those 16 hours. And I say practice listening because listening isn't easy. I found out it's easier to talk than it is to listen. But if you will practice listening the 16 hours you're awake, sure enough, from surprising sources comes great ideas. In sales training we teach, if you want to learn sales, listen to the kids. Kids have got to be the master salespeople of all time. They have no equal. Father tells his young son, no, you cannot have an ice cream cone. 30 minutes later, he's licking on one. That'd be 30 minutes worth listening to. They got moves you wouldn't believe. Persistence runs deep like the ocean. And the kids never took a class on how to overcome objection. They already know how. They don't need classes. You tell kids no. That goes right on by. They give you 3 good reasons. You say no. It goes right on by. They give you 3 more. They're masters. So listen and learn.
What is Jim Rohn teaching us here? He's telling us, my friend, listen carefully. Listen and learn. And he says, learn with the bad examples. If you see someone who is not doing the right thing, learn with the other person's mistakes. It's better. We don't need to repeat mistakes. If we have the wisdom to learn from other people's mistakes, we'll be much happier. This is one thing, what not to do. Another thing is listening to the positive examples. Well, if this person is doing this, let me listen to this person. Let me learn with this person. And if my friend is doing something positive, I'm going to comment and reinforce that attitude. Congratulations. That's beautiful. That's great. What a great example to follow. Applause. Congratulations. Good for you. Let's keep listening to Jim Rohn, my dear friend.
Now here's some of the best advice I've got for the whole evening. It won't get any better than this. This is it. Poor people ought to take rich people out to dinner and listen. That's some of the best I got. If a guy's not doing well, one of the first things he ought to do is find a guy that is doing well and offer to buy him his dinner. Stretch that meal out about 2 hours. If you get a successful person to eat and talk for 2 hours, they're liable to drop ideas in your lap, change your life. Multiply your income by 2, by 3, by 5. But you're right. Poor people don't usually take rich people out to dinner. That's the problem. The guy said he's rich, let him buy his own dinner. I'm not coming up with any money. Good worker, hard worker, sincere. But you got to be better than sincere. Work hard. You wind up broke. You got to be better than a good worker. You got to be a good listener. And remember, what you read and what you hear, put the good stuff in your journal.
Okay. Let me pause here for a while. He's saying, invite someone who is performing well. So then you can learn with this person. And then the selfish thoughts come. That person should pay my dinner. That person is richer than I am. That person has more than I do. Leave the selfishness behind and serve the ones who you admire. This is one thing he's saying. Now, he's going to talk about the importance of taking notes. And this is totally related to our topic, to the topic of this class. How do you take notes? How do you comment? How do you appreciate what you were listening? Let's learn with Mr. Ron. This guy is fantastic.
Now here's the third way to find out how to change your life. And that's to observe. You can pick up a lot of ideas just by watching. Get around successful people and watch. Here's why. Success leaves clues. Watch how the man shakes hands. Watch how the lady responds. People who do well do certain things over and over and over and over. And if you're clever, you can pick them up. Watch it all. If a guy's making $10,000 a month, I'd watch how he walks. Maybe that's it. Copy his funny little walk. Somebody says, well, that's kind of a silly walk. Say, it's 10,000. I haven't got the money yet, but I got the walk. It's bound to start somewhere. What I ask you tonight is to be unusual and be a good observer of what's going on. You can pick up ideas that can change your life starting tomorrow. Just be a more careful observer. Now remember, there's two ways to see. One is called sight. See with your eyes. The other one is called insight. See with your mind.
This guy is sharing wisdom with us. Think about what he's saying. He's saying that success leaves clues. We can learn by watching and observing people. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend, how are you? Questions and answers in English. You listen to the question, you pause the video, and you answer the question in front of the screen, okay? Você aprende agora em minuto. Tell me, what's your favorite food? What did you do yesterday? How are you feeling today? What's your best friend like? What do you do on the weekends? Comment your answers here. Please practice your English. Speak. Listen to your voice speaking in English, okay? How to give feedback during a conversation. Você aprende agora em minuto. When you are talking to someone, your body language is the best way to show that you were interested in the conversation. The person is talking to you and you are, No. Really? Oh really? My God. Can't believe it. No wow. Way. Oh wow. Gosh. The most common feedback when you were talking to someone is to repeat the information. I ask you, where are you from? You tell me, Felipe, I'm from Brazil. I tell you, Brazil? Really? I'm from Brazil too. Now you invent one sentence using these conversation strategies and comment here. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class. Hello, my friend. How do we appreciate? How do we read our friends' productions? How do we understand our co-workers' jobs, posts? How do we react with their productions? If they're sharing an achievement, if they're sharing something they did, something they got, we are positive. Congratulations, that's great, that's amazing. Keep going, keep moving. Wow, you inspire me. Oh my God, you deserve it. Oh, thank God, that's amazing. Congratulations. Great. This is the start. We praise, we admire, we celebrate together. How to give feedback. First, we celebrate. with energy, with energy. But if we want to have a conversation, a debate, an interaction about that post, about that production, about that text, that video, that photo, if we want to have a conversation, not a monologue, then we ask questions. We say, that's amazing, that's great, congratulations, and then we ask questions. What? What did you do? Where? Where did you go? When? When did you find out about it? Why? Why did you decide to do it? Who? Who did you go with? We're using the WH questions. What? Where? When? Why? Who? How? How did you do it? You were asking the questions to hear from the other person. You were asking an open question, so then the other person is free to talk, to teach, to share. We use this for positive things. But if we have to give a negative feedback, the person is doing something wrong. The person made a mistake. The person said something that is not accurate. Now it's a bit different. When things are going well, it's easy. You publish online, you post, you comment on the photo, easy. If you need to give a negative feedback, if you need to point something wrong the person said, wrote, or did, it's a bit different. If you need to correct the person, or if you want to share a feeling you're having, you need to be specific. You were wrong. Wrong about what? When? Be specific. We have a special class talking about it. I'm gonna give it to you. Enjoy it. 3, 2, 1. Be precise in your speech. Why refuse to specify when specifying the problem would enable its solution? Because to specify the problem is to admit that it exists. Because to specify the problem is to allow yourself to know what you want, say, from a friend or lover. And then you will know precisely and cleanly when you don't get it. And that will hurt, sharply and specifically. But you will learn something from that and use what you learn in the future. Yes, when we're specific, the person knows exactly where the mistake is, or the person knows exactly what we didn't like. We need to be specific. Sometimes I think to myself, I am angry or worried, and I ask myself, why are you angry? And the internal conversation goes on. Because blah, blah, blah. And then I ask again, why exactly are you angry? Exactly. What is the exact reason for this feeling? Sometimes we need to be very precise to know exactly what is disturbing us, to know exactly where the mistake is, to know exactly what we want to change. Okay? Let me share a song with you. Dance, sing, enjoy. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. It's so good to have you here. I'm happy to see you here. Today we sing another one chosen by who? Yeah, the Forever VIPs chose Back for Good, sung by Take That, another classic from the 90s. Let's go.
I guess now it's time for me to give up. I feel it's time. Got a picture of you beside me. Got your lipstick mark still on your coffee cup. Oh yeah. Got a fist of pure emotion. Got a head of shattered dreams. Gotta leave it all behind now. Whatever I said, whatever I didn't mean it. I just want you back for good. Want you back for good.
Yes. Okay, my friend. Remember, if you want to have nice interactions with people, if you want your comment to become a conversation, you are going to ask questions. Ask questions. And then listen to the answer. When we pay attention to the answers, we learn so much. These conversations become wisdom. They become knowledge. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to nature. We're talking about how to appreciate and comment the production of our classmates, of our partners, of our co-workers, of our relatives. Sometimes we're very nice at work, in class, but at home, come on. My friend, when you give feedback, be patient, be humble, because we all make mistakes. We shouldn't judge others strictly. We should judge ourselves strictly, and we should be patient with others. You see this field, it's beautiful, it's amazing, but you just call the attention for this plant here. Oh, this plant is not well. Oh, this plant is not good. Come on, value the positive. Value the big picture. Remember, we all make mistakes. Remember that today is the other person's mistake, and tomorrow, if I'm not patient, if I don't understand the other person, how could I expect the other person to understand me and to be patient with me? Remember that. When you give your feedback, value the positive. Value what the other person is giving. And fix the details together. We should be worried to serve, not to demand. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
No.
Expressions to disagree when you are talking to someone. Você aprende agora em minuto. Last class, we talked about expressions to agree. I know what you mean. That's true. If you want to disagree in a friendly way, you can say, well,
No.
on the other hand, blah, blah, blah.
No.
I'm not sure. For example, you tell me, Felipe, drinking whiskey is a good idea on Friday night. I tell you, well, I'm not sure. I don't drink. And then you can tell me, yeah, but drinking with friends is fun. I say, yeah, but on the other hand, the next day you are destroyed. Now you invent one sentence using these expressions.
No.
Expressions to disagree, part 2. Você aprende agora em minuto. Last class, I told you, when you disagree, you can say, I'm not sure. I don't know. You can also say,
No.
on the other hand,
No.
maybe.
No.
Don't you think? Example, you tell me, Felipe, I don't like to exercise. I'm lazy to go walking. I tell you, but
No.
don't you think you feel better after your walk? Felipe, I'm addicted to social media.
No.
Okay, on the other hand, you might be losing important moments.
No.
Please invent one sentence using these expressions. Comment here. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class. Hello, my friend. Yes, we're finishing one more class. Congratulations! It's so good to see you finishing one more class. You were taking one step ahead. And when I watch this beautiful walk, I feel so grateful because I see your growth. I see you are developing new skills to be applied, to improve your life. Today, we talked about reading strategies, reading practice, and how to appreciate and comment productions of your coworkers, of your classmates, of your relatives. How do you comment about something they posted, they shared, they wrote, they said? And it becomes a topic of a nice conversation. I started reading to you this book here, talking about the power of our subconscious mind, the power of our thoughts. Then we heard Jim Rohn sharing beautiful wisdom with us. I selected these two writers, these two philosophers on purpose. Old guys who have already passed away, these guys were sharing this wisdom 50 years ago. And they're so aligned to our everyday lives, right? I'd like to finish this class asking you to incentivize your relatives, your friends. When they share something online, when they share about something they achieved, something they did, do not be passive. Like their content. Comment, congratulations. Wow, you were beautiful. Wow, that's amazing. Oh my God, congratulations, you did it. You admire, I admire you. You inspire me. These days, with all the posts and comment we see throughout the day, we have become passive. And we see and we don't comment, we just see, and sometimes we feel envy. No, don't do it. Comment, incentivize, encourage, share positive words. If you feel something negative, if you feel jealousy, if you feel envy, move this feeling away and change this feeling for appreciation, for admiration. Comment, congratulations. Wow, that's amazing. You deserve it. When we wish these positive things and feelings to others, they reflect and come back to us. And the same happens when we you know what I mean. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.